Hey, we're here with Ginger the Desert Creations. I am going to see if I can turn the meh of Shrieking Comet from last week to a second chance champ. Ignoring the fact that it's actually a third if anyone's counting. Let's go, hey!
We are here today to say goodbye to Shrieking Comets and hopefully replace it with something oh so much better. Yes, I'm weird. You'll get used to it, I promise. I still want some nice splashes of the Alchemy Gold Amber. It's the last I got of this stuff, and the last I'm likely to buy because, oh my goodness, is it expensive. There it is. We're going to have it in the middle of the pour, which is probably actually going to be over here because it's at the bottom of the cup. If I got my strategy right, that is where it will end up. But, let's see, I haven't introduced you to the colors yet. What is wrong with me? Where are my manners? We have to talk to our colors, don't we? Sargent Art Copper Canary. That is Sargent Art Copper and Arteza Pearl Canary Yellow mixed together because I like copper, but I like it with that little edge taken off. It's almost a goldy copper. It's almost a rosy goldy kinda. I don't know what it is. It's a custom mixed color, and I can call it whatever the hell I want. We have Creative Inspirations, Paynes Gray. A little goes a long way, and it makes it really dark, but I thought it looked really good on Stellar Ice Flow. So I decided to keep it in. Creative Inspirations, Phthalo Blue. That is the big part of the spaciness. I think it really contributes. It contributes this kind of bluiness to it. This and that. The Amsterdam Permanent Red Violet, because I like a little bit of that odd magenta-ish color. I've got double stacks of Decoart Peacock Pearl and Decoart Sterling Silver, because I find that I mix things up, and then I get them lost in a stack of leftover paint, and I mix something else that's the same color, and eventually I find them all, and there's little dribs and drabs in each, and I go, okay, let's just use it up. And also, after that ramble, oh, I'm good at rambling, the Decoart Amethyst. This tends to be my favorite Amethyst because it's a little bit darker, but it's in a little battle with the folk art Amethyst because that lighter Amethyst is good in some applications too. I'm gonna go straight into the silver. There is very little left in there. It's just going to do a sheeny thingy anyway, because usually the Decoart silver, while I like silver, is not particularly good for showing up as a block of silver. Say hello, here I am, I'm the silver portion. It's kind of just a sheen that hangs out on top of everything. Now, excuse me while I scrape. Decoart Peacock Pearl. This is amongst my list of favorite paints, but that is a very long list if you listen to me long enough. Decoart Peacock Pearl. I'm going to try to do smaller layers because I don't want the big blocks of the big colors except for, these ones. The phthalo blue and the a bit of the Paynes gray because I want a lot of space and a little bit of color instead of a frickin' ton of color and a little bit of space like is on here already. Go in with the violets and then we'll hit it with some copper. Oh look, there's blue in it from last time. That's okay, we're mixing them anyway, and I like a rhyme. Now this tends to also kind of spread out and become a sheen, but it becomes a smoky little, a sheen. Let's go with a sheen. I started there and I'll stand by it. We can't forget the Amethyst. Phthalo blue. Tiny, tiny sip. I don't want it to get too dark. So just a sip of the Paynes gray. The rest of that permanent red violet. And once again, it feels like the 80s. I've done that a couple times recently. Excuse me while I scrape. Peacock pearl. Oh, this one just begging to be scraped. I do believe that most of these are mixed with wood conditioner. I think there may be a couple of penetrals in here. You can actually see, if you can see the labels when I present the cups, if it says MW on it, or has a jaggedy little scribble, because let's face it, my handwriting ain't great, then that means it's got minwax wood conditioner in it, and if it has a P on it, that means it's got penetral. Because I'm cryptic that way. We ready to cross those fingers and do whatever we're going to do with this thing? Alright, our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to pour 3 little puddles with this medium-sized cup, and then to top it off with this lovely, all-color, very sparkly, the glitter. This would be my favorite glitter, and fortunately there's a lot of it, because, yeah, I like it. I'll have to figure out how to replace it someday without having to buy a whole kit of glitter. Because that's how I got it in the first place. But let's go. Now, you will notice right here, there is a hair that is stuck in this paint. And I can either dig it out, or it is something like a hair. It's got this curly Q kind of quality to it that I am attributing to a hair. Anyway, it's stuck in the paint, and my two choices are to leave it there and let it be something that sticks out of the next painting as well, or to dig it out and have it leave a little wrinkle in the thing that follows anyway, because paint does not cooperate. Or, you know, the third option is to sand the hell out of it until I strike wood again. And we all know that ain't happening, because oh my goodness, who's got the time? So let's pour. First puddle. You ready for this first puddle? Puddle 1. And done. Puddle 2. There's a puddle 2. Puddle 3. We're going to have room for a 4th. Oh my goodness. Puddle 4. High up pour. Lots of mixing. Let's get close. There's a lot of dark going on in this sucker. I don't know why, but I feel like moving it this way, that is probably going to get tipped off anyway, so that's okay. It's already migrating that way. Kiss it with fire! There we go. Oh, it's popped. Let's go this way. And we have more space to cover this way, so while there's a lot of paint on the surface, I'm going that way. And coming back. Still trying not to lose too much of the paint yet. I'm gonna move the weight of the paint lower down so that more of this edge moves. There we go. And you see that centerpiece is moving more. And back. And that's about the middle. So let's go this way. And back. Towards that corner. I'm going to let some finally go off. There we've got a corner covered. And come back this way. Of course. Hit this corner. like that. Okay, come back more center, which if you can see it is about there. You can just see the wave in the paint. It's probably hard to see on the camera, I will admit. But you can see the weight of the paint as it moves that away. Now let's go down this away and see if we can't cover these corners. And what we end up with when we do. Pulling out all of those coppery lines. Okay, the weight of the paint is about halfway there now. Oh, don't let it slip. Going for this edge. And that is nicely over. And then back down, pull, pull, pull. Straight down to this corner, and remember that I can slip my finger into that little divot in the middle of the drawer front. Uh-oh, lump alert. It's a big old lump. Hello, big lump. Ooh, it's a hard lump. I don't even want to know what that is. Flick it over there. This is just crazy busy. Let's get me to loop my finger in there again. And we'll just, we're running out of paint. But we'll just run it for the corner there. And there is coverage. So now we decide what we want to do. Kind of loving that pop of silver in there. The streaks are me. Pull the paint back towards the center, even though there is not much left. Straighten out some of these lines a little bit. Maybe open them up a tiny bit, tiny touch. And that is about the weight of the paint in the middle of the piece. What is left of the weight of the paint. Let's go this away a tiny bit. This is slickery. Okay. I think I am kind of loving what this is doing. And we will see how it dries. I'm a little bit questioning on the red-violet splotchy in here, but I think it will dry pretty well. I like this beetle-like pincer thing that's going on. I like this little cell that has popped up and said hello. I like the graffiti sort of look of this area where I got all squiggly with my pouring. This swoosh is okay. We'll see what it does. But yeah, it's a lot more in line, I think, with Uncharted. Cursor with fire one last time. Kind of move the paint around a little bit if it's gonna. Pop the bubbles if they're gonna. I saw one pop, but not a lot changes when you don't use silicone. Which I don't use silicone. I did very briefly when I first started, and then, like, what for? Because I found stuff that works better for me. Now, where do I put the glitter? Up here, definitely. Just gonna go across the whole sucker. How about it? Yep, stars for everybody. There we go. That will be a sparkly little drawer. Repour done. Still a little busy, but a lot more spacey looking. Calm down and take a look. Here we come in for a spacey space wet result. Close up. Closer, closer, closer. We have Peacock Pearl and Silver Sheen. A little bit of red violet highlights in there. sort of that coppery pebbliness, which sometimes I think is weird, but that's okay. And we've got the violet speckling this area here. We've got this pincer looking thing in copper, backed up with a cloud of silver, and I may be very happy with that cloud of silver, so it may have made a liar out of me. And we've got that amber gold, which will probably sink a little bit, depending on how thick it is. It may sink under the other paints as it dries, because it did in Space for Storage, if you check out Space for Storage. And then we've got this this graffiti-looking cloud thing, which I kind of love. There it is. We'll figure out what we're going to call it. Stay tuned for the dread result. Flat out and stubbornly ignoring that my stool is becoming a work of art all its own, let's go in for a close-up on Scarab Nebula. This thing, oh my goodness, I have yet to regret ever repouring a piece, because they only get better. Take a look at the folding of space in all of this. Like that is graffiti to the max. Orange highlights, this buggy looking swoosh. We got the purple, and whoa, the flowiness. So much pretty. Thanks for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.